is a day.
Welcome to Mighty House. This is a radio show for people with problems, home improvement problems, that is, and for people who want common sense guidance on how to build green and live a more sustainable lifestyle. Send an email or call into the show. The Mighty House crew is on the job. This is Mighty House.
Hey, we're back again, and we're going to be talking, this is segment, what is it, 2? We're on 2 now. This is segment 2 of 6 on how to select a contractor. So if you missed part 1, just go back and look through our YouTube video list, and you'll find it. We'll set this up as a separate watch party thing, too, so that way you can see all of them, 1 through 6, but go back and watch number 1. It'll lead in here nicely to number 2. And we want to make sure that you subscribe. Click on the little bell. Right. That way you get notified every time we do put one of these together. And we're going to be putting these together over the next couple of weeks, and we'll be putting these out. What? Oh, Niles Design District? Is that what? Oh, now I see. Went to the Mighty House logo. So also go to nilesdesigndistrict.com. Great place to find suppliers for all your kitchen and bath and different remodeling needs that you've got around the house. So Niles Design District is a great place to start. So nilesdesigndistrict.com. And with that, this today, we're going to talk about what should the homeowner ask? What questions should the homeowner ask
a potential contractor?
Correct. Yeah. So if you're going to interview the contractor, what kind of questions should you ask? And we're going to set this up. This is the Mighty House game show. So we're going to have Sonar, the engineer, play the homeowner. Yep. There we go. Nice little background music.
Nice.
And Rich and I will go back and forth. Contractor, good contractor, bad contractor. It depends on the question, and we'll see where it goes. So we got a couple of questions.
And if any of the answers make you uncomfortable, that's the contractor you should not hire. That's the point of this exercise.
Here we go. What makes a contractor? Number 1, maintains a stable and reliable crew.
So I have guys, I just pick them up at Home Depot. I just, whatever this job size needs to be, I just swing by Home Depot and I say, hey, get in the back. I need 3, or I need 10. And they jump in the back and boom, we get your job done right now.
Yeah, no. I have employees that have been with me for about 9 years. We pay workman's comp. Everybody's insured.
What? Yeah. Workman's comp? Insurance?
Yes.
You don't need that
stuff. All their
stuff.
withholdings. They have W-9s. They have I-9s. They got W-2s. They're all for real.
You don't need any of that stuff. I get your job done quick right now.
For sandwiches. Yeah. Performs their craft in a skillful and professional manner.
Hey, I'm Johnny Eight Fingers. They call me that because I'm good.
I'm the best.
I'm the best.
There's nothing wrong, man. Look, that's fine. I'm okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that actually just means is obviously you want somebody with some skills and stuff that they're going to treat your house like their house and not leave debris everywhere, and joints should fit tightly. We don't need to call the concrete company to come fill all the joints.
And you can also check their certification programs out there from NARI, National Association of the Remodeling Industry, the Home Builders Association. So you might have a home builders association within your area. So check them out. A lot of them have certification programs that will back up and, they do the testing. And you'll know that if they've got those certifications that they're going to be a little bit above average and know what they're doing. So just because someone says they've been doing something for 20 years doesn't mean they actually know what they're doing. So you can also go back and look at some of their other jobs, talk to the previous clients, which, again, we'll get into some other time in one of these next videos. But do some interviews, find out who they are, go see some of their work if you can. And that'll let you know whether or not they are truly qualified.
A conscientious contractor.
Right.
Do you provide adequate site supervision?
Who?
Yes, what? They all have my cell phone number.
The guys I had put in the back, I let them go. I tell them what they need to do, and I leave. I'm off for breakfast. I'm having meetings. I do other stuff. And then I come back at the end of the day, Just see.
I'll be there twice a day.
That's right.
3 if it's a payday.
I pick them up, I throw them in the back, and I take them back to Home Depot.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
Nope.
So what was your question?
Provides adequate site supervision. What is adequate site supervision?
So you've got, hopefully, the company you hire has somebody that they put on site that is going to be a lead carpenter, a production manager, that's there on the job, making sure that the subcontractors, the electricians, the plumbers, the drywallers, the foundation concrete guys, the roofers are all showing up on time and they're coordinating all of that. And that's what your site supervisor needs to be doing, whether you call them a lead carpenter, project manager, whatever you want to do, production manager.
But he doesn't need to be there 8 hours a day.
No, but he does need to stop.
But he does need to be there every day.
Right.
And then he does need to communicate between the subs and you.
Correct.
In other words, if there's a problem and a sub has an issue, plumber or electrician runs into something, he goes back to that site supervisor goes back to you. And then, they have a discussion and what gets done. And then he goes back to the subcontractor. And if you're hiring somebody, it's best not that you go talk to the subcontractor and try to do stuff, because that never ends well.
No. There's a chain of command. Think of it like that. There's a chain of command on that job site, and make sure you follow the chain of command.
So site supervision is critical for a smooth, productive job, without a doubt.
That jumps into the next one.
Yes, Mr. Homeowner.
Cooperates well with other trades. You're not going to get in a fist fight with my plumber, are you?
Been there, done that, seen it.
That goes back to our site supervision. You need somebody that works and coordinates with people. Now, as the homeowner, you may want to bring in your own plumber because you think that guy's great, but he may not mesh and work well with the other team that's already there for one way or the other. So the other thing is that team may need something done, and your guy's not showing up, and that just holds up the whole job. You're better off letting whoever the general contractor is bring in their team to get that job done.
Does that kind of go back to the first one of reliable crew?
Yes.
Because you guys all work with the same people or have worked with the same people?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're working with the same people day in and day out, different subs. So everybody knows how everyone works. We know when the coffee breaks are, all that stuff.
It just makes it easier, and you'll see that your job goes much better if it's planned.
Right.
I always said you plan it well. You know where you're going to finish before you start. It's easy. If you're going to change your mind and pick stuff throughout the job, you're going to stretch your schedule and make it a lot more difficult, and you're going to run way over your budget. So,
right. Okay, Mr. Homeowner.
Speaking of budget, offers fair prices and remains cost conscious.
No.
Guess what? We opened a wall and we found 2x4s in there. We need to move these 2x4s. There's a change order here. Now, to remove the 2x4s is $800.
Right.
But then we'd have the $200 change order fee plus the $800.
Right.
So that's $1,000 plus my 10%.
Sure.
So that's another $100.
Yeah.
So it's those 2x4s. It's $1,100.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Why would they put?
Don't you hate that? You're on your way trying to get. You're trying to get out of the house to get to work yourself.
Sure.
And this first thing you get's change order.
Right.
That's how you start your morning.
Right.
Yeah, wrong contractor.
But it's okay to have change orders, right? You can have them, right?
Well, you can have change orders that are positive. They add additional money, but you can also have negative change orders. You know what? We don't have to do this anymore. Here's a change order for a deduction of $1,000 because we're not moving this plumbing anymore.
And I get guys that'll, my favorite one is, well, then they were there. They said they'd just take care of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect to get a bill. Did you ask them what they were going to charge? No. That's your first mistake.
Right.
If they said no charge, then you get it in writing as a no charge change order.
Correct.
And I've written many no charge change orders. I just want everything documented so that everybody's on the same page.
Right. And when you get to the end of the job, you're not sitting down negotiating what the price of this whole project's going to be. You already know because it's already been.
It's already known. Exactly. That's what since Microsoft came out with Excel, the cost of a job is the simplest thing in the world to track if you just do change orders.
Right.
And then you do legally binding ones like for real ones, and
Mhm.
it's pretty simple.
Boom, done.
Boom, done. All right,
Okay,
next
Mr.
question.
Homeowner.
Here we go. Building on top of our house here.
Yes.
Uses material efficiently and effectively.
No. We buy all 16 footers. Everything's 16 foot long, all our framing, and then we just cut it down to what we need. Whatever's
Yes.
left, we throw it in the back. It's fine. It works out great that way because we know we've got the right size lumber because it's all 16 footers.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we need an 8, we cut it in half. We need a 10, we just cut it. What do we do with the scrap? Oh, we just throw that off to the side.
Well,
You
it's
don't need
wintertime. You burn it.
That's
Stay
right.
warm.
There you go.
Yeah, no, that's a good one too, because there's two sides to that one. All right, say you're framing an addition, 9-foot ceilings on the first floor. We always figure like 1 stud per foot, 2 for every corner, blah blah blah.
Right.
So it's pretty easy to come up with a number, but I always order extra because
Sure.
some of the studs aren't really nice and all that. Well, the problem you run into is the homeowner. If you see 20 2x4 still sitting there, it doesn't mean we overcharged you, and it doesn't mean it's your lumber. It's we do that because if I run short 5, the amount of time it would take me to get 5 back on site costs more than those 20, and those 20 I do return for credit.
Sure.
Now, if I return it for credit, doesn't really mean it's your money either. It's still part of our profit. I mean, from doing this from 30 years, it's
Yes.
amazing some of the things people have come and hit us up for.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No. Oh, you got 22x4s left over. They're $3 a piece. That's $60. Take it off.
Where are
my
you
bill.
shopping?
Well, it's old school. We don't use 2x4s.
I want to go there.
He
What are they,
hand planed
$8
them
now?
himself.
Well, I know I haven't bought a 2x4. We don't do any wood framing. We do all metal framing now.
Yeah. Wow.
But I know. I mean, Southern Yellow Pine's almost $1,000, 1,000 board feet. So
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. What does that equate to in a 2x4? I haven't bought a 2x4 8 in a long time.
Yeah. No, they're up there. They're $6-7 a piece now.
Yeah.
So, and then the other part of that is, forgot where we were going to go.
Efficiency of your
Efficiency and
materials.
effectively.
Huh?
Effectively
Effective what?
using
The
the
materials?
materials.
No, we don't need to do that. It's okay. It's all right.
So obviously you're going to mess up a little bit, right? I mean, or like Rich was saying, you use it and you try to shoot a position. You're
Right.
not necessarily, this is the absolute be all, get everything right now.
Well, when you're doing framing, you need something to hold the wall up temporarily. You need temporary bracing. That's what those 2x4s get used up for. So you always order a few extra anyway. So
Exactly. And speaking of a few extra,
Yeah.
I have to live here. So do you keep the site clean and safe?
no. We don't put up any railings. We don't put down any floor protection. We don't do any of that stuff. It saves money. We just come in with our muddy boots. We just track right through, still smoking cigarettes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Right.
It all airs out when it's done. When they paint, it all smells good, fresh, new.
It all smells good once we paint. You'll never know we were here. Yeah, no, that's a good one. But yeah, you're asking a guy who used to train the lead safe work practices for
Yep.
the EPA. But we always, even before the EPA started their little thing, we sectioned off the house. You had a work area, you have a non-work area, and you would visqueen that off. You would cover HVAC vents. There's lots of things that need to get done. We would go isolate the circuits, and if we had to move them in the panel so that we could make sure that nobody accidentally tripped a breaker in the living area,
Right.
only circuits in the work area were to be used. So there's just little things that, yes, now you can tell people this is how you operate, and it's going to, just like if you're watching this video right now, you're probably zoning out. What?
Yeah.
But it does make a big difference how you operate the company
Right. And,
within somebody's home.
and look up Build Clean. There are air scrubbers that you put in the work area, and it makes a huge difference to keeping that air dust free, and especially in the main part of the house. So
Right.
You don't just give the homeowner a broom at the end of the day and say, here you go. We're done. We're going
Yeah.
home. Here's a broom.
Yeah,
Oh no!
No, and
honestly, it does happen, but yeah.
I know, but we would typically, we might work 7 to 3:30, and I think you said you work 4:10s now. So, but I mean, if we're knocking off at 3:30 or 4 o'clock, then we start at least 15 minutes earlier to make sure everything's cleaned up.
Yep.
But we try to be out of the house before you get home from work.
Yeah.
Because you don't need your driveway full of us. You don't need us clamoring about making noise. So we try to start right after you leave and get out before you get home and keep the place clean.
No, we do 7 to 5:30. So we're there generally when people get home too. But get Friday off.
But not by long, but not by hours and hours. You know what I mean?
No. There's set times that we're going to be on the job site and all that stuff
Right.
is laid out. So you know what's going on.
Right.
So, all right. So with that, I think we're going to wrap up this segment. If you want more questions, we've got a bunch more questions that you can ask the contractor. Feel free to send Rich an email, rich@mightyhouse.net, and he'll send you the whole list.
And I check them on a regular basis, monthly or something like that.
And we can email you that list of questions because some of them get to get really good. We just touched on a few that we have here available to us. So again, click on the subscribe button if you like what you've been listening to. And again, this is 2 of 6. So if you've not seen the other ones yet, you can go back and see number 1 and then watch them in series. And with that, I think I'll say keep it square and level.
Until next time.
Until next time. Almost made it through that.
Yeah. No, it was.
Hey, where's our little ding-a-ding-ding music? Ding-a-ding-ding.
Oh, it's playing. They've got it right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't hear it, though.
It's just for them.
Oh, just for them.
It's just for them.
Located on Milwaukee Avenue, the Niles Design District is a home improvement destination for consumers, designers, and contractors. For those looking to renovate a kitchen or a bathroom, expand with a new addition, or enhance their curb appeal, Niles Design District in Niles, Illinois offers everything in one convenient location.
It's your road to a better home.